Kia ora koutou. I'm Professor Tony Blakely, Chair of the Royal Commission COVID-19 Lessons Learned, or Te Tira Arai Urata, an independent inquiry into the COVID-19 pandemic response. Thank you for taking the time to share your COVID-19 experience with us. We're tasked with looking at what can be learned from the COVID-19 pandemic to ensure that Aotearoa New Zealand is as prepared as possible for future pandemics. An important part of our work is to understand what happened to people and why. That's where you come in. We want to hear about your experiences or observations of COVID-19, whatever they might be. By hearing from you, from families, organisations and the wider community, we can help to ensure we're as prepared as possible for the next pandemic response. We'd like you to answer two broad questions. It's fine if you only answer one question if you feel you've covered all the points you want to make. The first question is, looking back, what would you like the inquiry to know about your experiences of the pandemic? Second, moving forward, what lessons should we learn from your experiences so we can be as prepared as possible for a future pandemic? You're free to tell us anything you might think will be useful. It could be related to public health measures such as lockdowns or mandatory use of masks, through to the effects of the pandemic on you and your family, like loss of income, for example. You might choose to focus on one or two things you experienced and what we can learn from them, or you might describe a range of things that you, your whānau, or your community faced during the pandemic. Before you share your experiences, you might like to look at some of our resources, such as our terms of reference, pandemic timeline, or our frequently asked questions. You can find these on our website. Most importantly though, what can the inquiry team learn from your experiences that might help us to be better prepared for any future pandemic? After you've finished telling us what you think, you'll be asked some questions such as your age, location, and ethnicity. While providing this information is optional, it helps our inquiry better understand how different people were affected. You're also invited to provide your contact details. Again, this is voluntary, but would mean we could get in touch with you if we needed any more information. Details about how we will treat the information that you share with us, including keeping it confidential, can be found on our website. If you'd like to hear more about the Royal Commission's work, you can also sign up for our newsletter on the website. We know the pandemic has had significant effects for all New Zealanders and that sharing your experiences may be difficult or upsetting. For that reason, I want to thank you for taking the time to share these experiences with us. It is really important and appreciated. Ngā mihi nui, thank you.